hear me. Is that your new tape? Star-Lord. Who's the guy with the scary eyes?
He doesn't have a name. He's one of the Space Riders. And he's not scary, he's cool.
Your Space Rider certainly got his hands full. Pretty far out!
Nobody says far out anymore, Ma. Ma!
What?
Nobody says far out anymore.
Oh, well, your mom does. Maybe we should see if we could get tickets to see them live.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Your mom may not look it, but I was quite the rocker when I was your age. Your father and I would just lie on the hood of my old Chevy and listen to Black Sabbath and...
You like Black Sabbath?
Like I said, your mom's cooler than you think. Oh, we'd look up at the stars and he'd tell me all about the places he'd been.
Mom?
How about some cake, huh?
Yeah, I'll be up in a sec.
You said that 15 minutes ago. If you don't hurry, I'm gonna eat that whole cake myself.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Hey, watch the hair.
Oh! Peter! We've talked about you leaving your toys on the floor.
It's not a toy, it's an action figure.
More like an action landmine. Stab your foot. I will.
He doesn't even... Never mind.
13 whole years. Look at you. Where does time go?
I'll be up in a sec, I promise.
Right.
We'll bring hell down from above. Tonight we ride straight into the fire. Are you ready to go?
Oh man, I can't wait to play this. Maybe I can convince Annie to buy it with his paper out money.
It's our time to go from zero.
This will be worth hundreds of dollars someday. I gotta beat Janie's high score. This is embarrassing. 3 natural ones in a row last game. Some barn I turned out to be. Can't believe I caught this. That maiden show was awesome. Fingers are still cramped from trying to bookmark pages. I know that's not how you're supposed to play, but I'm tired of dying everywhere.
We'll make our stand.
Keep hitting those dingers, George, and you'll make it in the Hall of Fame for sure.
It's our time to go from zero to hero. Tonight we ride straight into the fire.
Need to build up my calluses.
Are you ready to go? We'll make our stand.
Peter Quill. Peter Quill, wake up.
Holy crap, Drax. You gotta stop doing this, man. It's weird.
We are approaching the quarantine zone.
How long was I out for?
15,338 ticks.
That's very specific.
The Betrayer is ready to begin her mission. She has requested your presence in the cockpit.
Gamora's on our side, Drax.
She is the spawn of my sworn enemy, a murderess and a traitor. I do not trust her.
We'll try. We're supposed to be a team.
I make no promises.
Oh, it ain't just a junkyard. The quarantine zone's the biggest pile of galactic war debris in the known universe. Just think of all the tech we can find. Hey, it's only illegal if Nova... Ah, there you are, Quill. Tell Groot to stop worrying about getting arrested. I'm not overconfident. I'm just the right level of confident.
Arrested? For what? Our ship just accidentally slipped into the quarantine zone.
Oops, our navigation malfunctioned. Oops.
How would we accidentally cross into the Nova Corps force field?
Details.
Nice gizmos, Rocket.
I'm calling them thumpers on account of the noise they make. Assuming we get past the force field and reach your coordinates in one piece, all we gotta do is set them up, and these babies are gonna draw out our monster in no time.
How's that even gonna work? The thumper goes beep, 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 and the monsters come running?
It goes more like, wah, wah, wah!
Holla, rocket!
Stop this ruckus at once!
And then the monster comes a-running out of its hole.
Are you sure about that?
Hey, all my intel came from your source.
My sources are very reliable. Those coordinates are 100% pointing towards a rare, elusive, priceless creature.
With no physical description to go by.
What do you think elusive means?
It don't matter what the monster looks like. As long as it's got ears, you could be sure my thumpers are gonna drive it right into our arms.
Drax! About Gamora.
Can this not wait, Peter Quill? I am readying my body for battle.
You know we're supposed to capture this monster, right? Not kill it?
Of course. But I suspect it will not go down without a fight.
Cool it, Muscles. Lady Hellbender ain't gonna buy damaged goods.
I will aim to preserve the integrity of the beast as best I can.
Good.
What is it?
Dude, take 5. We gotta talk about that Gamora thing.
She is waiting for you in the cockpit.
I know, I just meant... Are you gonna be okay? You two are gonna be alone on the ship for a while.
Rest assured, Peter Quill. I will keep a watchful eye and thwart any attempt at treachery.
Or... you could try trusting her.
You are naive, Peter Quill. She is a mistress of deceit.
All good, buddy? I am Groot. You know, I don't understand you, Groot, but I'm gonna assume you just said something super kind and thoughtful.
I am Groot. What did the tree say?
No idea. She's only been here a few months, but her room's already decked out. Wonder if Drax was allowed to decorate his cell in the kiln. Probably not. Not so sure about tooth cleaning tablets. Manual brushing is where it's at.
Peter Quill, we must soon discuss the status of my official team membership badge.
Drax! Once again, there is no official badge.
Obviously, you would not have one, Assassin. The small one indicated the procedure is a well-guarded secret.
Rocket, stop messing with him.
Almost 20 years, and those tracks are still fire. Wish you were here, Mom.
So, Drax, excited to meet our buyer after we catch the monster?
Of course. Lady Hellbender is a legendary warrior and a noble queen.
And she's rich.
That is not a prowess, simply a commercial fact.
As long as she buys her monster, she doesn't need to be royalty.
You are jealous of her status.
No thanks! Being a queen means being born with a target on your back.
Kinda like the one on yours.
Nice. Rocket finally cleaned up the fur balls.
You're welcome!
Rocket! Why are the array cables everywhere on the floor?
I'm working on it!
Mora?
Up here, Peter.
Hey, that's my chair.
Oh. Then why aren't you in it?
I was, strategizing. It's one thing to get into the zone, but we still gotta catch that monster.
Right.
So did I miss anything?
Other than a ton of suspicious glares from Drax, not really. Now, if you're done strategizing, feel free to grab your seat. We're almost ready to go. Once we breach that force field, there's no going back.
Your black market codes are gonna crack that Novanet, right?
Yep. As soon as you enter them in your console.
Rocket! Did you bring back the docking chips you took from the alignment console?
I'll do it as soon as I reconfigure them!
You better not try to sell them off!
Not like I'd make any money! Things are so cheap they couldn't align two magnetized connectors.
Okay, here we go. Rocket, Groot, Drax, get in here. We're going in.
We still have a few ticks before the next time window, actually.
The next one.
Nova Corps security grid resets every rotation. We want to be in and out before our code expires, or we'll get stranded.
And if we wait for the next reset, we'll get a full rotation to do this. Nice.
Oh, why's the Novanet still up? Thought we were going in.
Well, it appears the assassin's contacts are as untrustworthy as the betrayer herself.
Oh, please don't tell me Gamora's backdoor codes are bust. We nearly went broke getting them.
Relax, Rocket. We still got a few ticks before the next time window.
The network just reset. You can enter the sequence, Peter. 0451.
That's it? 4 digits?
Suspicious. These security measures are too simplistic for Nova Corps.
It's not that simple. The code only works on this date for this ship.
Oh, I get it. Gamora's codes are more like an encryption key of some sort, designed to integrate temporal coordinates and our ship's hard-coded serial into a local number generator.
Info gets in, digits come out.
4 of them.
Yeah.
There. And we're in.
Incredible.
I realized there was so much stuff left after the war.
Restraint wasn't very popular in the Shatari army, especially with Thanos in charge.
It's probably all harmless now. I mean, Nova Corps had 12 years to get rid of the heavy-duty explosives, right?
That's why I like you, Quill. You're so pure. Oh, the wonderful and terrible things I could do with all this tech.
Stay focused, Rodent. We do not come here to scavenge.
Why not? The Milano's weapon systems could use an overhaul. Plus, there's good money in it.
The piece that we seek is far more valuable to the Monster Queen of Seknarf 9 than any illegally acquired salvage.
Whoa! Oh, place is really shifty.
I'm not seeing a monster, but that big cylinder up ahead looks like the mining ship Peter's friend said to look for.
Friend.
For a night? And you'll see the monster soon as we place Rocket's monster summoning thingies.
Flark, yeah. Groot, Quill, suit up. Team Rocket's up first.
I still do not understand why I must remain on board with the assassin.
Ugh, because you're part of Green Team.
You assigned me to the team before you named it, and my skin is not green. It's teal.
Teal? Listen, if we want to trick the monster into going inside that mining rig, we need to place thumpers on both sides. 2 sides, 2 teams.
And 2 clicks to the drop side. Ground's too unstable to land the ship, so you'll need to jump.
That's our cue. Let's go, Groot.
Don't worry! Once the thumpers are placed, we'll meet in the middle, and we'll capture the monster. Together.
Very well.
Thumper 1, done.
Meet you at the rendezvous point.
Gamora, take care of my baby.
It's a ship, Peter, not a child.
Huh. Oh, can you imagine?
What, the pink goo? It's custom nano-resin, designed to keep all this war stuff from floating away. To get that info while he was flirting on Contraxia. Okay. Guess you're taking the long one?
Oh!
You okay, Quill?
Yeah, I think so. This, pink resin stuff's definitely strong enough to hold this place together.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, probably strong enough. Come on, Quill. We still got 3 more thumpers to place. Second one's this way. You find something we could sell?
Nah, just some old correspondence. You know how I like to brush up on galactic war history.
No. Don't think I've ever seen you read anything without pictures.
I read plenty of non-picture stuff.
Show off.
Just making sure my guns work.
Peter Quill, the insubordination of the assassin has become insufferable.
I'm doing exactly what we planned to do.
She is also quite contrarian.
We talked about this on the Milano, Drax. Visor works.
Sure it works. I checked it right before we left.
Did you just put "checked it" in quotes?
What? No. Everybody keep an eye out for any good scrap or components.
I am Groot.
I know the monster is the first priority. I'm just saying, if you see anything good along the way...
I'm thinking that big cylinder thing is our rendezvous.
Yeah, that's the mining rig.
So weird seeing it all clustered together like this. Bits and pieces of a war that spanned the entire galaxy held together by... pink goo.
Ebrium-based nanoresin.
Whatever. I'm just saying, it's a lot to take in.
Kind of poetic. Cheer up. Just because the war was horrible doesn't mean there wasn't good times along the way. Yeah, I am mostly talking about stuff blowing up.
Whoa! Okay. I'm okay.
Ha! Almost made yourself a very late war casualty.
Not funny.
You know, I like this. This is fun. The three of us, hanging out, just like when we started this gig, before you-know-who joined us.
I am Groot.
I do not hate everybody. I tolerate Quill.
The three of us have had some good times.
Remember the gig on Draconius?
The locals did not appreciate us hauling them onto our ship.
Flark and shapeshifters, man. Never again.
I am Groot.
Don't worry. It's safe to walk on. Mostly. That's why Green Team's on the Milano. Heck of a lot more dangerous to fly around in here.
Gross.
Nice splatter. Hey, 50 units says I can clear more of these suckers than you.
As if. Whoa, what the? Rocket, did you do that?
The scoreboard? You like it? Hacked it into your visor cover last time you took a snooze.
You hacked into my stuff?
Considering how many times I fixed the Flarkin thing, it might as well be my stuff. Optimal thumper placing distance should be just up ahead.
I'm Groot.
I'm thinking right in front, through the giant hole where this ship's cockpit used to be. Well, that's grim.
I'm Groot.
Yeah, try not to think about it. It's better not to wonder what happened to anyone working on these old wrecks. It was a long time ago anyways. I should have been recording. Bridge over, Groot. I want to see if he's alive.
I'm Groot.
I don't know, but he's twitching. Flarkin, Scott Stain, Quill. You okay down there?
Yep. Yeah, just, thought I saw a shortcut.
Right.
Go ahead without me. I'll catch up.
Okay. There's a crapped out Nova Corps missile bay just on the other side. We'll meet you there.
Yellow and blue missile bay. Got it. Ooh, don't die, don't die, don't die! Aw, hey, little guy. Whoa, what the fuck?
You dead, Quill? We can hear your wussy squeal even without the comm.
Little busy!
Hey, if Quill dies, can we all get a bigger cut?
I don't know if it's worth the extra
Crap,
5%.
that's cheating! You guys should have seen that. It was this weird lobby thing. Not falling for this again.
He told us to
Lights
go.
out,
We'll be
eyeballs!
fine. Yo, Quill, you all right?
His signal is strong, so probably. Everything okay over there?
Quill nearly got himself eaten by a blob or something. Should have heard him squeal.
You must fight with dignity, Peter Quill.
Or at least die with it.
Not funny.
It's good to be doing physical labor again. Kinda hard to believe you were a farmer. Quill, we got a lot riding on your gal pal's mystery monster tip. I hope she's legit.
I'm Groot.
Like you could even tell if she had an honest face.
I'm
Trust in the plan, guys. Everything is checked out so far, right down to the mining ship. We put our thumpers in the right places, and we'll bag that monster.
Quill knows all about putting thumpers in the right places. And getting monsters in the sack, too.
Are you kidding me?
Ugh, I can't stand these things chewing up all this beautiful salvage. We gotta go that way, across the gap. Hey, Greenies, you see any blue and gold ships out there, you'll let us know.
We have seen many such ships.
He means active ones. We haven't talked about what to do if we run into a Nova Corps patrol.
We will restrain them until we are done here.
Bad idea. Those cops are all connected through their stupid helmets.
Any sign of cops, we surrender, okay?
We do not surrender.
I'm with Drax on this one. We all have criminal records, and they'll be looking for any excuse to arrest us.
I may have a couple aces up my sleeve when it comes to the Bucketheads, but if we resist them, all bets are off.
Plan to play cards with them and cheat?
Yeah, basically.
Do I look worried? The resin will hold. You ain't that heavy. I seen this goop anchor a Shatari dreadnought. We'll be fine.
Okay, here we go.
All right, set her down right there. Yep, one to go. Flark! No, no! Flark and Skaggy! Attack and batteries fried, that's what's wrong. Maybe you put it down too hard.
Let's just find a solution.
The solution's a new battery, with a charge.
Okay, we're on what's left of a ship. Full of ship things. Gotta be things that power ship things around here, right?
Yeah. Maybe you're gonna want to use your visor for this. You find a replacement while I finish scraping the fried wires.
Hey! A huge power generator! How do we hook it up?
We don't! That thing would toast our little thumper.
Can't we condense the power through a routing funnel or something?
Don't try to make up tech stuff. It's irritating. Find something else.
Can you use this missile?
Sure I can, to blow us to pieces. Keep looking.
Found a compressor! No charge!
No charge, no good.
Peter Quill, the double agent is trying to lull me into a false sense of security.
Right. And the moment you drop your guard, I'll strike.
Aha! So you admit it?
You got me. My plans are foiled.
Got an oxygen pump here?
No good. It would draw power directly from the ship.
Right! Yeah, I knew that. So, Drax, how come you're so in love with this Hellbender lady?
I do not love Lady Hellbender.
Yeah, shouldn't you be all like, her name is illogical. You cannot bend hell.
That does not at all resemble me.
Found something with a charge! Kinda looks like a spacey car battery. Okay, this thing isn't gonna zap me, right?
The chance is minuscule, at best. You'll be fine. What are you waiting for, Quill? Grab it!
Here you go.
That'll do nicely. Just let me tinker a bit. I'll have to do some tweaking once I see how much juice this thing puts out. So, watch my back.
Watch it from what?
Everyone get ready!
Rocket! Help me scramble some critters!
No, no, stop! If I don't rewire...
Looks like it's all us, Groot! Bye-bye, little guy!
We're just killing party favors!
We're really coming out of the woodwork!
Just keep them away from me so I can fix this thing!
Plus one for me!
Thanks for the heads up, bud! Don't feel bad, buddy! They started it! Just keep these things away from me!
Careful, Rocket! Some of these things are bigger.
Done. We're all plugged in.
Wow, just in time.
I'd like to see you fix it next time. Come on, 2 down, 2 to go. Groot's wondering if the reward's gonna be worth all the risk we're taking for this job. Me and Groot are nearly unkillable, but what if the rest of you don't make it out alive?
Guys, this job is a huge deal. It's for the freaking Monster Queen of Seknarf 9. She just doesn't know it yet. We pull this off, and we're...
Lady Hellbender's intergalactic monster anglers?
I do prefer that name, but the acronym is unwieldy.
No. We're still the Guardians of the Galaxy, but people will know that name means quality. We'll have clients competing to hire us, people bigger than Lady Hellbender.
That is doubtful.
Man, that thing is ridiculous. Think it was a ship or a robot?
That's a Kree Sentry, a robot, but it would have been space-worthy. That ain't even the biggest one. They designed at least 5 experimental models twice that size.
How do you know all this?
Because they were my fellow experiments back on Half-World. Most of my parts came from the cybernetics hangar next to the door, so I got a sneak peek at all the new killbots. I could see the parts come and go from my my cage.
I didn't mean to open old wounds.
Most of them are just scars now anyways. This old Kree tech gets me wondering, where would I be now if those blue buttscots managed to keep me locked into their half-world experiments? Yeah, chances are you'd be climbing over bits of me right now. Now, I want to see you do that to something in combat. Wait, is that... Yes! I'm about to win this bet, Quill!
Here goes nothing. We're inside a giant robot head.
And I got robot parts inside my head!
What's inside your head?
Bam! Hey, Groot, what do you think I should do when I win this bet?
Found a nest!
Don't congratulate him!
Well, I know what I'll be doing with my winnings. I'm saving up for our next stop on Contraxia to get one of those Zeronian massages.
You're so predictable. Exactly! You suck, Starshot! Let's see. When I beat Quill, I'm gonna get my hands on some rotating hyper circuits.
Boo! No one knows what those are!
Wonder how many big bot carcasses we'd find looking around the entire zone.
What do you think, Drax? Should we get in on this bet? Think of all the hyper circuits you can buy.
Are you making fun of me?
I do not wish to acquire hypercircuits.
Ha! That one was juicy!
And just so we're clear, Green Team is officially ineligible for the bet.
Why?
Well, for one, you need a gun.
No need for projectiles.
I'm having the time of my life.
Were I allowed to participate? I think I'd spend my bet earnings on a night at Liteco.
That's only if you manage to beat me.
Wait, isn't Loteco a fancy pants restaurant out on Vega?
I'm so sick of Yarroot. How's that bet going over there?
I am crushing this!
Just you wait. I'll be catching up in no time. You know what, Quill? I think it's unfair. You got 2 guns, I got 1. I think my points should count double from now on.
That's cheating!
Then lose the 2nd pistol.
No way!
All right, Thumper goes there, Quill.
It's not gonna piss off every critter around, right?
Sorry, Quill. Not taking no chances after the last one. I gotta test it real quick.
Not again.
Rocket! I only flipped the switch on and off to see if it started.
Yeah, tell them that!
Gotta love that kill radius.
Time! Do we really need to test these things?
Appreciate the confidence in my work, but yes!
Darn it! I thought we were safe! Oh, come on! Now we gotta deal with junk slugs?
Don't gawk at it! Shoot it!
Very helpful, thanks!
You're welcome! Now stop distracting me!
Man, that stings!
Oh yeah! I'm gonna murderize the lot of you! That is not the word! I don't think so, pal! That's one dead worm!
Rocket! Fireworks! At least they make a good splat!
It is indeed satisfying!
It's like pumping a sit!
Take this! What is whom digging?
Do we really need to test these things?
The testing's the most enjoyable part. Yo!
String them up, Groot!
I knew I was missing all the fun last time. Don't let the Ronin put you to shame, Peter Will.
Can't worm your way out of this one!
That one was juicy!
Nice splatter, Rocket!
I know, right? What was that worth? 5 points?
Oh, come on! You can't just give yourself points like that!
Great job. We'll meet you at the mining ship.
Yes! The resin can hold a stupid warship. I'm telling you, it's totally safe. See? I'll even prove it. Huh? Look at this.
Rocket?
Oh, fuck.
Guys, jump!
No! No! Oh, ah! Groot! Groot!
Groot! Buddy, you're okay!
Fine. You flarkin' piece of moldy driftwood! You could have died saving me! I love you too, you selfless son of a truck. Come on, Quill. He says he'll meet us at the mining ship. I don't want to make him wait.
That's it? We're not going after him?
He says it's fine. We'll meet him later.
Team Rocket, is everything okay? The signal just went dark.
His radio must have broke when he fell.
Groot just took a different path. He must have fell and broke his radio.
Yeah, that's it.
Why take a different path?
Team Rocket over. Hope that got rid of him. Sounds like Green Team's off our backs. Now we can stop worrying about that dumb accident. Groot's fine anyways. There's nothing to worry about.
An accident, Rocket? Come on!
What? That's all it was.
It's your fault! If you hadn't fooled around on that ship...
I did it. You don't know nothing. Stop trying to be smart.
That sure didn't sound like an apology.
Nope. We're back on track. The mining ship ain't too far.
Think Groot's already ahead of us?
Maybe. Hope he didn't get distracted. I've been thinking about buying him a leash. He spots something shiny, and the next thing you know, he's on another planet.
Grab, 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 grab!
It wasn't me this time, I swear! I don't like this!
One for me!
I'm gripping this thing with muscles I didn't even know I had!
Oh, crap!
Where's... Oh! Larkin, son of a...
I told you I saw that.
Great timing! How did you guys...
Good to see you two. You're gonna want to cross the ship as fast as you can. We're seeing a lot of movement.
Yeah, Scott's getting real violent out here.
Just try to hold her still for us!
That's not gonna be an option soon.
This position is untenable.
Drax incoming! Watch out! Hang on!
You perished.
Too much debris! Let's take her out of here!
Go! Keep running!
Stop barking around, man!
Really?
Quill, this way!
Team Rocket! Did you make it inside?
Yeah. What?
My visor went supernova. Is it broken?
Overloaded, sounds like. Must be some kind of residual energy in here. Come on! Larkin tensor joint, just neat. Wiggle the... Okay, so life support's booted back up. What's it look like out there?
Holy mother of space particles.
That one... Quill, you okay?
Yeah, it's just... Man.
Well, that's concerning.
What was that?
It's a swarm of old cleaner bots. Maybe.
Oh, cleaner bots.
I don't know. Die, weird floaty
Groot!
You okay, buddy? Sorry about the shooting.
Yeah, thought you were that freaky thing we accidentally released.
We saw some cleaner bots, accidentally, at a distance. We're totally all right. They just ran away when it saw us, right, Quill?
Rocket, I'm not so sure that swarm thing was inoffensive. I feel kind of bad about releasing it.
Quill took a pot shot at this massive worm nest. Chunk of something fell off, and the big floaty creature came out of it. That's all. Hey, hand me that part. Doing And it's done. One shiny upgrade, nice and crafty.
I am Groot.
Yeah, there's a way through, if we can clear out that crud. I don't think you're gonna find another way through, Quill. That's one stubborn bunch of Lorf. Try that quick cooldown I installed, so you can keep pelting it. Come on, Quill, put them pea shooters to good use, so we can squeeze in there.
Oh yeah! Nailed it! And, thanks for the upgrade.
All right, let's squeeze our way out of here.
So, that thing we set free...
What thing? I didn't see a thing. Definitely don't want to talk about no thing. Perfectly safe, right?
I don't trust your definition of safe. Seems a little wobbly. You guys hang back a sec.
Well, Scott!
This place is crawling with ugly! Guys, I'm not alone down here!
Gotta deal with it. All the way around.
Holy crap! This is the most punchable thing I've ever seen! These things are just dying to be punched!
I feel the same way about you sometimes.
Man, Rocky, you really missed out. That was amazing.
Team Rocket! Finally. I couldn't hear you before. Something about the mining should have been messing up our comms.
Yeah, something really ain't right in here. And Quill fell down another hole.
Another one. I'm parking the Milano, but Drax is out there searching for you.
Maybe you'll find Quill before we do. We're trying to catch up to him.
Guys, we really need to get better at the buddy system. Hello? Whoa, another freaky thing!
How freaky. Kill it!
You read my mind. This thing refuses to die. I can barely scratch it.
Kill it harder!
I'm killing it as hard as I can.
I do not hurry. I move with haste.
Get fried, Marshmallow Man!
Peter Quill, hide behind me! I will protect you!
Nobody's hiding! Help, Drax!
Milano's car! I'm on my way, are you? Did I hear blasters?
You sure did.
Save some for me.
Not gonna be a problem.
My turn!
Make them hurt, Gamora!
You don't stand a chance! Not too big to skewer!
Die! Rocket!
Perhaps he has located our monster.
We don't even know what it looks like. The intel was extremely vague.
It wasn't vague, it was rushed. It's probably some cute little...
Nightmarish abomination.
Lady Hellbender is a renowned warrior. An ideal specimen would reflect that strength.
Like I said, something scary.
I disagree. Strength is endearing.
I bet it's something cute. Women dig the cute stuff, right?
Yes. All women in the entire universe get weak in the knees when they see something fluffy.
Lady Hellbender is an exceptional female. She would desire only the most worthy of pets.
You've never seen a baby otter playing with its hands.
I cannot refute this.
You know, I've seen these big mining ships before, but I don't remember ever seeing a Catathian starfighter in the war.
Thanos ordered his invaders to raise most of our fleets, demolish our factories before we could respond. Surely you knew that.
Actually, I didn't. I had nothing to do with what happened to your people.
But you were familiar with this tactic.
Yes.
Of course you were.
Hunting this thing kinda reminds me of this time when my hamster got loose and I chased her all over the basement.
Ah, was she a fearsome beast?
Yeah, she had a mean bite. Did you guys have pets?
I had an eyeball in a jar. It never blinked because it didn't have the eyelids, but it always looked like it wanted to.
Okay, moving on to Drax.
I would much rather discuss the eyeball.
It was one of a set. My sister had the other.
Oh, come on.